Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, super excited, we're going to carve another muscle car. Before we get to the project, real quick, we put out tons of videos for you guys. All we ask is that you subscribe, click that little bell icon. So do us a solid, guys, hit that subscribe button. So if you guys don't know, I am a huge car guy. I love muscle cars from the 60s and 70s, and today I'm doing one of my favorites from back when I was a kid, a 1970 Barracuda. And I love carving these hot rods. They come out so cool. So I think you guys are gonna really like this. I think you'll get a lot out of it. Enjoy.
We're still working on making stencils of these hot rods, but haven't quite figured it out yet. So for now, we're using the inkjet transfer process. Now we go through all the details on how to do every step of this process in this video. You can click right up in the corner here. The first bit we're using is the carving liner at 1/8 of an inch deep. Now the majority of this entire carve is done with a carving liner because it's all super thin lines and lines that are very close together. So you want to make sure that you keep as much flesh on the board that you can to give you as much control as possible, because one little wobble and thin lines like this and you'll be able to see everything. The biggest thing about using this bit is the depth. And honestly, that's the biggest thing about most of your carving. You want to get the depth right. We recommend using the router bit depth gauge that we have. I'll put a link in the description below. It goes from 1/16 to 1/4 of an inch deep, and you can actually go beyond that as well. It's really a useful tool to make sure you get your depth right every time. You can see that Dad actually turned the board on the bench. That way, for these long straight cuts, he's actually pulling the router towards him instead of going side to side. Remember guys, this is just a board, so you can always maneuver it to make the carving a little bit easier, and in our opinion, it's easier to pull the router to you than go side to side to keep a good straight line. Next, we put in the profile bit at 3/16 of an inch deep. Now we use this to give us a little bit more room and actually to carve out entire pieces of this because it's such small detail. The profile bit's always going to cut a little bit better than the carving liner, mainly because it has two flutes and it has a wider profile to it. So Dad went and got all the fine detail work done with the carving liner. Then he's just going in and giving himself some more room at 3/16 of an inch deep with the profile bit. Once he was done at 3/16, Dad dropped the profile bit down to 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit deeper, just to give himself some more room, make a wider line around the wording here. That way when he goes back with the 60-degree bit, he doesn't have to worry too much about hitting the edges. Next he put in the 60-degree bit at 3/16 of an inch deep. Now normally Dad would do this with a 90-degree bit, but all the black that's left in the artwork is a little bit too thin for the 90-degree, so the 60-degree will work just fine. Now you don't have to go around your outset letters like this, but in our opinion it really makes it stand out a little bit more when there's a big fat line around it, and it gives it much more of a border against the rest of the board. Then he just used his golf ball dimple type background to get the rest of the black out of the artwork, and I normally don't care for this background, but for this particular instance I think it looked really good. Then he used a stiff bristle brush to get all of the excess sawdust out of the carving, and then used the 45-degree bit to give it a good deep chamfer. Now normally I like more of a random edge, but when it comes to cars and stuff, people look for smooth, clean lines. That's why I think this edge really kind of goes well with all the different hot rod signs Dad's been carving. Then Dad used the black primer to spray the edges and the artwork. Now remember, you don't have to get everything in there charcoal black. If you try to do that, then odds are you're going to end up overspraying and it's going to bleed on you. There's really no sanding that out. So just make sure you get the majority of it black and it looks good. Then we used a 60 grit disc on a disc sander to get most of the black off, and switched it to 120 grit and gave it a good, clean, smooth finish.
I'm super happy with the way this came out. The only thing I would change if I was doing it again, I'd make it a little bit bigger. Some of those lines were super tiny, super close together. So I used the carving liner, the profile bit, the 60-degree. We'll leave links in the description of everything that we used. We used pine. This basically is common board. Super fun to carve. And the cool thing about this kind of artwork, it's all black and white, so it's super easy to figure out. Anyway guys, had a blast with this. Guys, give it a try. If you like muscle cars, if you like carving this kind of thing, and you have any questions on it, be sure and email me, eric@makeawoodsign.com. But give it a try. It's a lot of fun. Anyway guys, we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.